So what does the future of Neverness to Everness actually look like? Which characters are on the horizon? And more importantly, who should you be saving your resources for? With version 1.1 now underway, players are currently focused on Lacrimosa and the upcoming Chaos banner. Both characters bring powerful playstyles to the table, but many players are already looking beyond the current patch and wondering what comes next. Today, we're going to break down everything we currently know about the future banner schedule, discuss the leaked characters expected over the next several updates, and take a look at which units could offer the best value for your account. Let's get started. At the moment, Lacrimosa is the featured character of the first half of version 1.1, running from June 3rd until June 24th. She specializes in chaos-based damage over time gameplay, and has quickly established herself as one of the strongest, nightmare-focused DPS characters available. Once her banner ends, Chaos will take over during the second phase, running from June 24th through July 8th. But after version 1.1 concludes, things start getting even more interesting. The first major character on the horizon is Shinku, who is expected to headline version 1.2 Phase 1. Unlike many future characters that are still based purely on leaks, Shinku has already received official drip marketing, making her one of the most reliable upcoming releases currently known. According to available information, Shinku belongs to CSU Division 2 and uses the Cosmos element. Early kit details suggest she's designed as an aggressive frontline burst DPS who builds fury before entering an empowered combat state that dramatically increases her damage output. What's particularly interesting is that her kit may also provide energy generation for teammates. If that information remains accurate, Shinku won't simply be a selfish damage dealer. She could also help accelerate team rotations and improve overall combat flow. Because of this combination of damage and utility, Shinku is shaping up to be one of the most desirable DPS units we've seen so far. Following her release, version 1.2 Phase 2 is expected to introduce Iroi. Unlike Shinku, Iroi appears to focus primarily on support capability. Current leaks describe her as a ranged healer whose abilities scale from max HP. In addition to healing, she can reportedly summon up to 3 sheep companions that operate independently on the battlefield. Her support value doesn't stop there. Sources suggest she may also provide attack buffs to teammates, while higher awakening levels could potentially unlock critical damage bonus. Historically, support characters tend to maintain their relevance much longer than DPS units in most gacha games. Strong healers and buffers often remain useful across multiple versions, making them safer long-term investments. If Iroi's current kit survives testing with minimal changes, she could easily become one of the highest value characters for free-to-play and low-spending players. Looking further ahead, version 1.3 is where the roadmap becomes less certain, although we still have a rough idea of who may arrive. The first half of the patch is expected to feature Ek, a member of ETD Squad 6. At the moment, very little is known about his actual gameplay. Most of the available information revolves around his appearance and role within the story, though many players believe he could be another main DPS character. Phase 2 is rumored to introduce Linko, another ETD Squad 6 member. Some community discussions suggest Linko may function as an anima support and potentially work well alongside Nanoli, but there is currently no solid evidence confirming this. By version 1.4, attention shifts toward Nitsa, one of the most anticipated unreleased characters in the game. Despite the lack of concrete gameplay information, Nitsa has already generated significant hype among players and continues to be one of the most discussed future units. The second half of version 1.4 may introduce Alams, the vice captain of ETD Squad 6. Current rumors point toward either an ether or psych element, with a possible support-oriented playstyle. However, details remain scarce. Version 1.5 brings another frequently mentioned name, Anne Renee. As the story continues to expand, Anne Renee has become increasingly important within the game's lore. Characters with strong narrative significance often receive banners during major milestones, making her one of the most likely candidates for a future release. There are also various theories surrounding her connection to a music group and a potential assassin-themed storyline, though these details remain speculative for now. Beyond that, version 1.6 could potentially introduce characters such as Blackbird and Alfred. However, predictions this far into the future should always be treated cautiously, as development plans can change significantly over time. Now let's talk about saving your pulls. For most free-to-play players, the smartest strategy is probably patient. Waiting until the final days of Chaos's banner will give you a much clearer picture of Shinku and Iroi's finalized gameplay, allowing you to make a better decision with your resources. If your goal is to build a powerful DPS roster, Lacrimosa and Shinku currently appear to be the strongest option. Lacrimosa excels in damage over time compositions, while Shinku Shinku seems focused on explosive burst damage and fury-based mechanics. Since both are likely premium DPS characters, obtaining both may require a significant investment, so choosing the one that best fits your preferred playstyle may be the better approach. For players who prioritize long-term account value and overall meta strength, the current ranking would likely look something like this. Iroi remains the safest investment if her healing and buffing capabilities remain intact. Shinku comes next as a potentially top-tier DPS option. Lacrimosa remains highly valuable for Chaos-focused teams. Chaos still requires additional testing before a final verdict can be reached. And finally, characters such as X, Linko, Nitsa, Alems, and Anne Renee remain difficult to rank due to the limited information available. As always, remember that anything beyond officially announced content is subject to change. Leaks can be inaccurate, development plans can shift, and character kits may look very different by the time they reach the live servers. That's everything we currently know about the future of Neverness to Everness. Let me know in the comments which upcoming character you're planning to save for. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future NTE updates. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.